Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hey!
So, welcome to episode number, I don't know. I missed a couple.
I think 3.
This is 5 for
This
me.
might be 5 or even 6. I don't know. Grand total. But yes, another Friday evening Grognards assemble. So, we've got me and James, RP Grandpa, and we've got GM Roger from Game Master Roger's Neighborhood, and Rich, the DM Bloodworth from Unscripted and Unchained. So, how's it going, guys?
How's it going, everyone?
Good.
You should probably turn on chat just in case there's people chatting. Boom.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Ooh,
So.
people in chat. Look at that.
No, just us.
Oh,
Everyone's in chat.
big. Oh, that's too big. Medium.
No, I
There
saw
we go.
Steve
That'll
there.
work.
Oh, boy.
Hello, Steve. Steve Kennedy. Or Steven Kennedy.
But yeah, so tonight's topic of conversation. Oh, my ear trumpet, new member. I'm assuming that's probably for.
Hey! Appreciate
Somebody,
that.
hey, Dakotah's there. Yeah.
Hey, Stan.
You thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Welcome to the
So-
old folks home.
Tonight, the old folks home. Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah. I always say that.
I didn't know that.
What's going on, Trumpet?
Oh, good lord. Anyway,
Well, Trumpet been around a minute, though, so thank you,
yeah,
brother. I
my ear trumpet's
appreciate
good,
it.
dude. So
well.
tonight's topic is what are your house rules? So I figure we could talk about house rules that we have that we like that we've used for a long time, house rules that
Yeah.
maybe are kind of ubiquitous no matter what game we're playing, things we want to try, and why level drain is terrible. So James, I'm going to start with you.
No, don't
Your
start
house.
with me, dude.
I'm starting with you. You just got a brand new member. You're starting.
Oh, boy.
It's clockwise.
Yeah.
Because clockwise, it's you.
Yeah.
Clockwise. Oh, okay.
Well,
I'll
then
go
you
last.
fit right into old folks' home, Trumpet.
Yeah.
All right. What now? What you want me to talk about?
Your house rules. You know, the thing that I put in the Discord chat
dude.
about what we're doing tonight.
Well, I didn't know which one you said we were starting out with level drain.
Well, that's what I was
Yeah,
going to
well,
use as an
So,
example.
so
but-
talk about how great level drain is and doesn't need any house rules, and then we can move on.
Right.
I agree.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Is it over
Am
to
I
me
the
now?
only one that hates level drain?
I didn't say I like level drain.
But you
Yeah, I
run
mean
it
level
as is?
drain.
See,
Level
we're
drain's
starting out with
awful,
Level drain.
But
I
Level
mean, I
drain's a
don't have a,
terrible mechanic.
I don't look. Watch
You don't
my
house rule
video
away?
and listen to how.
Oh, he died.
oh boy.
See,
well-
even the internet knows that James is full of shit.
He got level drained.
He got level drained. His
It's,
internet got level
Am
drained.
I the only one where the cameras is going black and coming back?
We
Yeah,
were
you're the
fine.
only
You were
one
screwed
that's
up.
you got level drained.
You got level drained.
Damn.
I agree, Dakotah.
I've used level drain. Look, I get it, especially the XP thing, like the XP drain and stuff sucks. But so I still use it. Like I used to have people go down like just -1, like instead of actually losing a level and having to regain the XP again.
Yeah.
I just basically put them at -1 for all their checks for every level that they're down, and then like average die, like hit points down or something, and then that comes back 1 level every week, or like a cleric can cast restoration. Because otherwise, if you don't do that, if you just get rid of it, then like undead are too
Okay.
easy.
Okay, but hang on. You hit something there. If a cleric can cast restoration, what if you're playing OSE or BX and there is no restoration spell?
Oh, well, then it
You
takes a week
homebrew
per
it
level
in.
to come back.
You homebrew that in.
Yeah, or you homebrew it in. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
a week per level is what I use for natural healing to get
Okay,
back.
so you are house ruling it then, though, because in
I am
OSE
house
there
ruling,
is
yeah,
no
yeah.
recovery.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
gone.
No,
And that's why I hate
I wouldn't want people to have to go out. God forbid you make people go out and adventure to get XP and level
It's
up.
not
I mean,
about
isn't that
making
the
them
whole
go out
point
to
of the game?
adventure. It's about having a year plus of your real lifetime just be invalidated because of a white.
Well, don't fight whites.
Yeah. I mean, we all learned
I mean,
about
run
the
away.
effects of fighting whites, right?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
then
how
and then
many
what do you do,
become
Rich?
whites?
when you come across the white on the second time, what
Yeah.
do? You
Right.
run away.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
it's simple
hypothetically.
as that.
Hypothetically.
Now it's like, yeah, let's dumb down the monster and make everything easy. All right.
no, it's not about that. But like,
Oh,
what
okay.
about hypothetically? Say you're in a dungeon under a city that might be named Cancun, and as you enter in this tomb, there is an invisible light in the ceiling above, and these are mostly like the ceiling above, that descends down upon you. There's no telegraphing. It's a surprise round. It attacks twice. Each attack brings 2 up.
And getting level drained.
Yeah, you were a little muffled there. No, it sounds like some people are going to get level drained, and then and then the rest of the people got to run.
No, see, instead what happened is basically everybody died, and now we're playing Dolmenwood. So.
See,
Oh, that was the session I missed.
Yeah,
I didn't get level drained because I didn't go down in that dungeon.
that's true. You didn't. You were up in the town.
I didn't go down in there.
So.
my
Oh,
worst
right.
case scenario that I have experienced myself was in EVE Online, where I did not realize that, or I did not remember to upgrade my clone. And the first time that I died without a clone, I lost about 10 million XP at the
Yeah.
time, which at the time, I mean, like now today, it's not a big deal, but back then, I was like, wow, that was like 2 months worth of training, which meant 2 months worth of, paying a monthly subscription for it. And, it was definitely a learning experience. Like, oh, I'll never make that mistake again. And for, the following 10 years, never did make that experience, that mistake again. But, I mean, I've experienced level drain isn't done the same way that it used to be. On top of that, now I see more of attribute draining.
I like
I
attribute
believe-
drain,
Yeah,
like Stan
like-
said.
which is actually a little bit more severe, because losing 1 point of attributes is actually more detrimental, I think, than losing a level, where you're going to roll your hit die to see how many points you actually lost, hit points you lost.
Shadow loves level drain.
Yeah,
Shadow's a
I mean,
madman.
it definitely makes you very, very cautious, and it definitely does
Yeah.
raise the stakes on but the reward better match the fact that you're facing that kind of an opponent.
Okay, so it seems like we all, to some level, maybe a bit house rule level drain. And yes, Stan is correct. In Hyperborea, a white can whack you and you take 1d4 con with a hit, because
Yeah.
Hyperborea is the best game.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Stan. Got to bust out my sign in the first 5 minutes. So,
Yeah.
all right, James, since you broke up real bad, what are your house rules when you're running games, bud?
Yeah, my something's going on with my internet. I'm watching all the cameras keep blacking out, like spinning, like they're loading, and I don't know. But I just run a speed test and everything's fine. So I don't know what's
Oh
going
yeah, that
on.
was good to do in the middle of the stream. Sure, that didn't impact your bandwidth at all.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Good job.
Has my
great.
camera been freezing up and shit?
No,
You
only
did-
the first time.
Only the first time. It's been fine since.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Keep an eye on my camera because it looks like it's acting up.
We're all keeping an eye on you while you tell us your house rules when you're running games.
Really, I got to go first.
Yes.
No.
We did
You're-
around
you're
the horn,
literally-
waiting for you. It's back to you.
We talked already about level drain.
Well, I talked about it too.
No, you didn't.
Well, we didn't hear you talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. And I think he
You were
actually
locked
just
up.
locked up again. All right. Well,
Okay. Well,
okay.
fantastic.
Okay, Roger. Moving on from level drain. What kind of house
Hey,
rules you got,
I
bud?
will be back. Let me shut all this off
Yeah.
and reload
Yeah.
it. I'll be back.
Good.
Okay.
Good luck. We're all
Good luck,
counting on
buddy.
you. You know, I just want to say I started going through my list of things. I started writing some stuff down and looking back at other things I've talked about on other streams and stuff. And I really don't have a whole lot of house rules for like systems.
Yeah.
You know, most of my stuff is like, you know, table etiquette and, you know, things like that, you know. But my like one of my biggest things, maybe this isn't you know, a house rule per se, but like I always want to start my sessions on time, and I expect people to show up on time and like start gaming on time. And I know a lot of people like to say, hey, like whatever,
Thank you,
just
Edna.
show up and then start talking, and then they have, you know, personal time, just conversation time for the first half hour, 45 minutes or whatever of the game
Yeah.
session. I like one of my, I guess that's like one of my house rules, is that like we start on time, like if you guys want to show up and bullshit, like that's fine, but do it before start time.
Yeah, show up
Yeah.
early.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that counts as a house rule, but that's kind of where I'm at with things.
No, it's like a table etiquette rule. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's a social contract rule.
Yeah. So you don't think it's a house rule? So I shouldn't be here then?
No,
What
I
you're
think
saying.
that's a
Thanks,
house rule.
Rich.
No,
The rule
that's a
within
house
your
rule.
house.
That's the rule of the house, the rule of
Yeah,
the
it
table.
doesn't necessarily have to be game mechanics.
I mean, game mechanic wise, like I try to run systems like rules is written. I mean, there's changes I'll make here and there, but for the most part, I try and keep everything the way that they are.
Yeah. For the most part, I do too. There are a couple things that tend to sneak their way in. Like Shadow Dark's always on initiative has kind of just become how I run games now.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
checking in with everybody.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that'll
yeah.
be.
So, what about you, Rich? What kind of house rules you got?
Currently, just on that initiative thing, what I did was I created an initiative score for each of the characters so that we don't have to roll initiative at all. And then I will break from that if the situation really does make more sense for one character to go beforehand, but then it immediately jumps to the character that has the highest score. So the score is derived from their level, so they get 1 point for their level, per level. That reflects their experience and willingness to engage. Then I give them a point for any modifiers to intelligence. That's their tactical knowledge. Then wisdom, their situational awareness, and then their dexterity is their physical speed in getting engaged. And charisma is their kind of like leadership / boldness. So your typical player character might have like a 3 or 4. But the most, like right now in my group, first level character has a 7 because just 2 stats with pluses, +2 and +3 to them just jacks them up there. So I just like it because it's a little bit nuanced between different characters. They will change position over time because they level up different paces. And see, I mean, it's just most of my homebrews or house rules, whatever you want to call them, are always in test phase for the first couple of weeks anyway. Because if it doesn't work, I will remove it.
Yeah, same, of course.
Yeah.
And you gotta have a group that's like willing to try stuff out too. 'Cause
Yeah.
some might be more receptive than others.
Well, that's my other house rule is that if my players are not receptive to what I'm looking to play or what I'm what rules I'm trying to thing, then they don't have to sit in on this particular campaign. They can check in with other one that I'm not experimenting with.
Yeah. James, did you figure out your internet?
It's still doing it, so I'm just gonna have to suck it up.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, lay it on us. What are your house rules? Every time I ask him, he freezes up. I think this is planned. I think he's got a foot pedal. He's like, every time Dan talks, he's like, nope.
Yeah.
Again.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
oh well.
That's fantastic.
Am I froze
Fantastic.
now?
You're better now.
well- Yeah.
Oh well.
All
right.
Well, I'm gonna try this. Just
Okay.
say if I freeze up or if I stop talking, and I'll wait. I ain't gonna do all of them.
Oh, you listed him out. Nice.
I mean, I got like 10 or 12 that I use.
Wow.
Well, like, all right, for wizard starting spell.
Does this count as him being locked up? Because
No, that's just the DM James loading screen.
oh, sorry. Sorry.
Wizard starting spells. So what I do is I let them choose from the list of level 1 spells, and then I gift them write, read, magic, and
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Apparently, there's issues in Florida tonight.
Dramatic
Goes
pause.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hi. Hey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're back. You're
This
back.
is fucking annoying. I'm sorry.
Stop
When you-
downloading pornography
James.
in the background.
Wait, wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on.
James, let me ask you this: what system are you running when you're talking
I'm
about these
using-
house rules?
I'm using old school essentials, but it's like leans toward. I bring in some mechanics from 1E.
Right. Right. Well, I was just curious because, like you mentioned, the spell thing, because that's the only one that we heard. But you know, letting them choose spells and stuff. So like why not just run like Shadow Dark or a game where you get to just choose your spells anyway at first level instead of just making that house rule? Like, why not just transition over to a system that does that?
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about Shadow Dark because I've never played it. So, or I've never even really looked at it. So I just
I
bring
love
in,
you, Stan.
I just bring in certain rules that I like.
Yeah. I just part of it is me being devil's advocate here or something, but basically, I mean, like the way I try and look at it is like at some point, like it's funny, like Stan's in the chat, right? I talk to Stan a lot. Stan runs Castles and Crusades, all right, in his game. It's CNC. But he's using a ton of rules from Hyperborea that he's changed, and he puts it over. And I keep kind of telling him, like it's the whole ship of thesis thing. Like, eventually, like you pull so many games from another system or so many rules from another system, you're not running the original system anymore. Like I don't think he's running CNC with some Hyperborea rules. He's running Hyperborea with some CNC left over. I mean, there's a point where you got to say, okay, we're switching. We're not playing this system anymore.
Yeah. Or you wind up running astonishing swords and old school Shadow Dark wizardry, castles crusading in Hyperborea.
Sure.
And that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's why I don't
absolutely.
call my current campaign a Castles and Crusades campaign. It's a Greyhawk City campaign.
Right.
Because the core of the rules are from Castles and Crusades, like the siege engine, and it has the ascending armor class, but the I've thrown out their rules for encumbrance, which I think are ridiculous.
The EV and ER value and all
Yeah,
that.
the EV and all that
I
nonsense.
like that.
No, I grabbed Shadow Dark's encumbrance rule, modified that even a little bit because I think Shadow Dark just gives you your strength is the number of things that you can carry, and I add your Constitution modifier to reflect your endurance to carry those things, as well, so you can kind of exceed your strength with just some toughness. So I pulled that. I pulled reaction tables from OSE because, quite frankly, CNC doesn't have great reaction. They're very, very complicated. I wouldn't pull from Hyperborea. It's attribute checks, which are using D6s instead of D20s or whatever. Although when I run Hyperborea, I'm going to have to use those anyway, just to fully grasp it. But for the most part, no system is perfect. I just grab from every place and bring it in, but I don't call it a campaign of that game system.
Yeah, I agree with Lord Mattias here. I think any house rule should be limited with the focus of ensuring a specific experience is highlighted.
Sure.
Definitely.
Agreed.
When I'm running a game, I want to do that game justice. Like in our Monday night game, I'm technically house ruling initiative in Hyperborea, but part of that's because we're playing Theater of the Mind online. So I just want to be able to roll a d6 and then what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Like I could be doing all right, who's meleeing, who's missiles, blah, 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 and all that. But I feel like it would kind of disrupt the flow while people are trying to watch. So I don't worry about that too much.
Yeah.
But
And then I do it on accident sometimes too, like I did with our Hyperborea game at CNY.
It was fun though.
I was like, oh shit, I have so many different rules in my head that I forget where they actually coming from. And I was like, was that in here? Because that's where the first time I did Hyperborea, and I was using the attributes roll low instead of the D6s. I just totally slipped my mind.
Yeah.
That's what I
Still
use.
works.
But it works, right? And picking spells or doing, I mean, you have to use different rules for convention play too. Very, very few systems hold up in convention play. You gotta modify them.
Well, and in convention play, you want to be reacting to like how the what the table's vibing with, for lack of a better term, right? So, and you definitely want to keep it moving and keep it interesting. But like, I mean, you and I were chatting after your game, like you were like, yeah, I kind of wound up running Shadow Hyperborea Dark or Shadow Borea or something, and it was fun, so it worked fine.
Yeah, as long as it's fun. I mean, I know some people will go like, at least a few people out there will go nuts when you say, well, as long as everybody's having fun, or your mileage may vary, and some people really push back on those two phrases. It's like, well, that's what we're here for. We're actually here to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the people use that context, like they use it in the context of like you can't say that you're running like you, Rich, like you said, your game, you're not calling it a CNC game, right? But like maybe if you were calling it a CNC game, that like maybe that's when those people will have issue with it, because there's so much that's being changed.
Right.
Stan, if people get on Stan's case because he's running half Hyperborea rules, like you're not running a CNC game at that point. You're running and I'm not saying that it's bad, right? But I think that's where those people kind of come in and they're like, oh, you're not running this system because you're not running it 100%, rules as written, so therefore you're not running that,
Right.
I changed.
I don't think I've ever run any system straight out of the book.
I mean, you always wind up interpreting something differently from whatever was intended, or you fill in the blanks in the moment with something you pull out of your ass, like,
or it doesn't have something in there that it's
or it's missing something, like Shadow Dark.
What? Shadow Dark is missing nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do like that Stan Dragonbane is the only game he doesn't house roll. I also am a big Dragonbane enjoyer. Lord Mattias is going to use Claude to create a day bot to fight Nightbot, which I'm a big fan of.
I didn't realize that Nightbot, like my Nightbot, would post because well, I guess because I'm on my channel.
Yeah.
Right. So it would. Yeah. So
I gotta look to use those too. I don't have any of those bots on my thing.
Just remember, according to Garibay, we're not supposed to be playing to have fun. So
no, of course not. No, we're
supposed to of course not.
I'm sorry, I haven't cut anybody's deficiencies, including my own, for certain. Playing my game. I have all the same freaking deficiencies I've had for decades. I don't think they're changing.
Yeah, same. So, are there anything that you want to try playing with? Because I have been reading this little thing. It's from 2015.
Nobody can see that.
It's a supplement for Perilous Realms. It's it's some notes on OD&D by Nathan Jennings, and there's some pretty interesting stuff in here. Like for instance, for fighting men, fighting men's fighting capability, their plus to their attack rolls is equal to their hit dice, but this has the option here to allow fighting men to split up that total hit dice attack pool into different attacks. So if you're a level 4 fighter, you could make a +2 attack and 2 +1 attacks or something like that. Like, I think that would be interesting to play with.
Yeah.
And try around.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Yeah. I like that a lot too, because it gives you some strategy to it. Or it also has the option, this is the days of D6 dice for everything. You could knock down your plus to hit to where if you hit, you add more damage dice. So I think that's
there's been a few systems that have done that. I think they even did that in 3rd edition. One of the feats allows you to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, because there were like 26,000 feats in 3rd edition, and that game was broken. But you could get like 100 AC if you wanted to by stacking dodge bonuses. So that's cool.
But, I'm reading Agile's thing. My mileage varies based on James.
Yeah.
This poor guy. Every other time he's been on stream, his internet's been great, but now it just looks. Oh, he's awake now. It looks like he was taking a nap.
This shit
Sorry, buddy.
So, do we consider maximum hit points at first level to be a house rule, or is that something that is so
Technically-
uniformly done
it's a house
that
rule.
you're
That's a house rule.
basically just not in touch with the last 40 years of gameplay?
What are we playing? 5e here, Bloodworth? I mean,
No, that
Jesus.
goes all the way back to the beginning. That goes all the way back to.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
BX has the rule that you discount ones and twos on the hit point rolls. I mean,
oh
so
my God.
if you're a thief or a magic user in D&D BX, what's the difference between you having a 4 or you having the minimum of a 3?
Jesus,
Because
you're gonna start
keep
giving
on
out
rolling
free
that 1
magic
and 2
items
until
too?
you get either a 3 or a 4 anyway.
You're gonna give out free magic items to first level characters too? I mean,
It's
holy
written
cow.
in the rules, Roger. It's right
Oh,
there in
what rules?
BX.
Where? BX,
In
that's an
BX.
optional. It's optional. It's
Yeah,
optional
but
rule though.
It's still
optional.
there.
Right, but
It's
disregarding
still
ones
there.
and twos isn't the same as just starting with max.
That's what I'm saying. For
Wow.
a thief or a magic user, it's technically the same thing. It's like your minimum is going to be a 3 out of or a 4, out of a 4.
All right, before I freeze up again, I'm fixing to completely reboot all my shit, reboot my modem. I can't deal. I mean, I can't participate the way my shit's doing right now. It's,
If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If,
We'll see.
if
If
it's
it
the
fixes-
rule, if it's the rule, it's the rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that. I'm not going to argue with Dragon
Yeah.
Slayer if that's what it says in the rule. I don't know. I get it. Like my players get on me, over some of that sometimes. But like, yeah, I usually have them roll at first level because you can get a guy with 1 hit point, 2 hit points, or whatever, and that's how you roll the dice. I mean, if you're doing that, why are we rolling for stats? Why don't we just give them max stats at first level too? Then, I mean, I don't know. That's
It's
I
a
mean,
little bit more.
It's kind of the way I see it.
It's
I
a
mean,
little
the
bit more
whole thing
flexible.
is, if everything's random, right? Like you might end up with a guy with poor stats and high hit points, but now like you're going to take that end out of it, right? So they all have, max hit points at first level, and I mean, so why not? I mean, yeah, next you're going to start talking about letting people put stats where they want, and and all of that. I mean, holy cow, what's this world coming to? You're going to tell me that 3d6 down the line. Let's not do it that way. Let's make them roll 4
Well,
dice and
I
drop
do that
the
for my
lowest. because
BX.
we wanna
I
be-
do that for my BX campaign.
Oh, what, 3d6 down the line?
Yes,
Then why wouldn't you do hit points? Just a flat
I do.
roll
I
then?
do. I used, but
Oh,
I
you do,
used
all right.
I used the optional rule of 1 or a 2. 1 or 2 is
Yeah.
re-rolled.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All
I do
right.
that.
I mean,
And
Yeah.
I do the same thing for actually I saw that, I forget which game system had that rule where you're not rolling for your individual monster hit points either. You're setting them at like 3 different levels, right? So if it's a D8, then they'll like the peons will be a 2,
Yeah.
the common will be a 4, their lieutenants would be a 6, and then their boss would be a full 8 or even higher, in some cases if you wanted to really juice them up. But to sit there now in my BX game that I just ran last night, there were some orcs that had 2 hit points. Others had 4, 5, whatever was mixed in there, and I just let it go the way it was. But I can definitely see the purpose behind streamlining it and just saying, hey,
So
all of these ones are going to be set at a certain amount.
Stan says 3d6 down the line is a great way to make a dirt farmer. So I know Lord
Yeah.
Mattias loves that comment. I
Yeah.
like the term
Yeah.
floor tank.
Floor tank is a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah. So Wibbs said, I think Rich touched on a slightly different way to look at this. Optional rules versus standard rules. Optional rules are blessed by the author of the game. Yeah, I don't think there's any problem with integrating optional rules or house rules.
Mhm.
Like OSE actually has a lot of optional rules in it, especially once you start factoring in the carcass crawlers.
Mhm.
Sure.
They
sure.
still haven't given any carcass crawler support for what I consider to be
Yeah.
most annoying thing, which is the lack of an actual gold sink in OSE.
So
but maybe that'll come in the revision.
So let me ask you guys this: if you guys are okay, like Rich, we were talking about hit points, right? If you're okay with the players starting at max hit points, do you give the same to the monsters?
What I usually do in those games when I'm doing that, the monsters will have 6 of 8 hit points, so they'll have near max. But they're not facing monsters 1 for 1.
No, I know.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
Asking,
they're typically outnumbered, for the most part. So
yeah.
And they're, the monsters have a little bit more of a versatility. Monsters tend to hit harder too. To be honest with you, they typically have weapons, or their natural weapons tend to do more damage than your very low level, standard quality short sword, or even a long sword for the most part. So I think it balances out. I think it,
okay.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
I agree with Mac Thompson here. If it's a boss type, I do max their HP, but minions and like regular monsters, I'll actually roll it up.
Sure.
So, and I'll also pretty regularly like buff up a monster, like a boss monster, give it like more hit dice or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a boss type.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, generally, monsters.
Takado's saying there, it depends on the monster. Some get more stats, more than their stats allow.
Sure.
I'll change monsters too. I'll change some of their things. I've thrown zombies at my players with all different kinds of, differences to them. Like a zombie with just one arm doesn't slam you for D8. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It might only slam you for D4.
Sure.
Or D4 plus 1 if it's really pissed off. I've thrown toddler zombies at my players that really spooks the shit out of them. And I've changed.
How very lamentations of you.
Yes, and I've changed the nature of like undead, since we were talking about undead and level draining. Most of the undead that I throw at my players, like ghouls or zombies or whatever, when they bite you, whatever damage they do, they regenerate their hit points from. So they're technically devouring your life force or even your flesh, if you want to look at it that way. Mm-hmm. And that adds a real creepy element to it as well. Probably more so than level draining. I do like Hyperborea's constitution drain for level draining.
Yeah, well, I like one of the things I'll do, not just Hyperborea, but I'll make different types of whites that drain different stats, because then there are different threat levels to different members of the party.
Yeah.
So like you not necessarily whites, but like maybe you have an undead that drains charisma, and everybody made it their dump stat. So suddenly like you get hit with something that drains 2d4 charisma, and you're like, oh crap, that could one shot me. So that's always fun.
Who would make charisma their dump stat in an OSR game? I mean,
you'd be surprised. A lot of people do, and they don't believe in the power of the reaction roll.
I'll put like my second highest, second
highest
stat in charisma.
Yeah, I like my players to think that none of their attributes are dumb stats. I mean, you have to unfortunately put it in one, but unless they're a magic user, intelligence is probably the least useful stat.
And Shadow, it's actually definitely not forever in many systems that have the restoration spell. BX and OSE don't, and that's where I hate it. In a game that has a way to recover it, I'm totally fine with it, because then it can become like a quest arc or something. Like go find this powerful priest, and
yeah, and then that's why we did like a week per level.
Yeah.
Well, even though it wasn't a level, quote unquote level, So like if you got drained 2 levels, you were at -2 with all your stats and all your checks, or whatever, basically for a week, and then it drops to -1. So you could have your character rest or whatever, or whatever.
Well, the Magic Compendium that you can get off of Drive-Thru RPG has restoration
in it. Yeah,
but in order to be able to use the damn thing, you've got to go past the level cap of 14.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
You know, so I mean, if
Yeah.
you're playing it straight by the book, 1 to 14, yeah, level drain sucks.
I think
You'll have
we
to
should
make a video on how
recognize.
that. Sorry,
I think we should recognize that James got through an entire thought without locking up once.
I was
think
going to
it's-
recognize that.
It hasn't locked up yet, so
It has not.
Yeah.
You're doing good. I'm
You
very
better
proud
be
of you.
knocking on wood.
I rebooted my modem and rebooted
Your NAT table was probably full or some damn thing. Not that you know what that is, but
it's all fidget porn. That's all it is.
no one of consequence. My newest group made charisma their dump stat despite my warnings. I look forward to the video on how that negatively impacts them. That should be good.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Shadow says if you're handing out restoration, then there's really not much in the way of consequences. No, it's not handed out. It becomes like an arc. Or like,
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
I mean,
a
a
long
cleric can-
form
Yeah.
quest.
Great for it, you know.
It's not like there's level 14 clerics just running around everywhere.
What
And if
is
there are,
restoration?
it's not like they give a shit about your party that's level 5.
Well, what I did in my campaign is that I changed resurrection. The imagine first of all, you have to find a cleric that can cast the damn thing. It's like a 9th level spell, so they have to be like 17th level before they even get it. But they have to make a death save or they die casting that spell. So you better be damn well important enough for that priest to think that their death is an equal sacrifice to trying to raise you.
Wow.
So I made it where it's because I come from the school of my first 2 dungeon masters never allowed for resurrection. They were like, why would the god give you the power of life and death? They said no. And one of our players, Steve, begged for his main character. He had a character for about 8 years, begged and finally the DM folded and he says, okay, you discover a rumor that a scroll of resurrection exists in this burial tomb and you must go there. And we went there, but he said, but I'm warning you all now, bring your secondary characters for this. All right. He put it in a damn tomb of horrors. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
total party wipe the first time we went in. Then we attempted it with our main characters, and 3 out of the 5 of us, characters dead. I turned my ass around. I was like, bye, and one of our other players, he turned his character around. We just said, screw it. Never finished. That's the only adventure that we never finished.
Did you by chance have anyone dive into the green demon skull?
The portal, no.
The green devil skull? Yeah,
Yeah.
the sphere of annihilation. Damn. Would've been
Whoa,
fun.
spoilers, Dan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, from a module
Yeah.
from like 1976 or whatever the hell it
Yeah.
was. You'll live. Hey, guys, guess what? Sephiroth kills Eris in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh my God.
I know.
Stop it.
No.
Yeah. You got another
hate
one for
you.
you, too. Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Shut
no
up.
way.
Shut up. Really?
And Leia's father.
Yeah, that was a weird kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward.
Same
Well, I
movie,
mean, if they
too.
were both from the South, it's okay.
Oh,
Tatooine very well could be a southern planet. It could be. I don't know.
I mean, in Alabama, they
Southern
marry
planet.
cousins and shit. So, I mean,
Oh, boy.
anyway.
I'm so glad your internet's working again.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry, Mac. I ruined
I hate
everything.
Spectrum Internet.
Yeah.
Man, I finally was able to switch. I got Go Net Speed. I got fiber. They came around a couple months ago, and
They don't
man,
have.
when they were on my street, I was outside in my underwear flagging the guy down, like, "Yo, get me, get me." Yep.
Same,
Yeah,
Matt.
good stuff.
People was also my jam. Well, I have AT&T and it works great, James. So
Yeah.
So what other house rules are your go-tos?
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
we're
Let's,
actually doing pretty good too.
let's see. Roger, what is a house rule you do use all the time? Like just
Man, it depends on like the system really,
Solid,
like
right.
and what I'm running, like as far as that stuff goes. You usually like like there's a lot of general stuff. I don't know if you guys are going to be okay with this stuff, but like generally, I always do this this thing that I say it would be odd if or whatever. So like if somebody asks me if there's if there's a bookcase or if I can reach this thing or like whatever, I say like, oh, it would be odd if you could reach it or whatever, and then I'll have that player roll a die, and then if it comes up odd, an odd number,
I've
then
done that.
they can do it.
Yeah,
And
like
so
I'll let him
I
call
use
it
that like a
even or
lot.
odd.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. Monolith is going out of business.
I did see they're selling a whole bunch of stuff at 50%. I didn't realize they were going.
I
out
didn't
of
know they were
business.
going out of
I don't
business. Yeah.
think
If
so.
they're selling stuff at 50%. I'm looking to get some Conan things.
Well, also
from
they
them.
still have a Kickstarter coming up for reprinting a bunch of Conan stuff. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
I don't
going
know.
out of business.
I don't know. Maybe they are.
Maybe. I mean, it would be weird to still have crowdfunding coming up if they're going out of business. But
Maybe
I mean,
the
it
only
just
reason
says
why they're
summer
getting rid of
sales.
the Solomon Kane stuff, maybe they lost the license for it, and
they might have
that's why
lost the
they're-
license
yeah.
for it. Yeah. Well, also, I mean, I love Savage Worlds, and I also love Solomon Kane for Savage Worlds.
Mhm.
That's my sister Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How's it going? She's upstairs right now. But yeah, maybe they lost the license.
Could be.
Oh, so
But
Could
they
be.
still have
Yeah.
Conan. A
I
Conan
know they still have
Kickstarter coming
Conan
up.
stuff. I just saw. I want to get the Red Nails set since I was running Red Nails.
Yeah, which was really fun.
Yeah. So I want to grab that. I'm gonna try to meet up with Takato to paint those things for me because I cannot paint for shit.
Yeah.
I at least want the
I-
the dinosaur and the crawler painted.
I'm gonna try to teach myself how to paint. I bought some Arduino minis to teach myself how to paint.
Mhm.
Notably the frog crocodiles and the octorillas, because I figure
Yeah.
they're big, and with my giant sausage fingers, I might be able to do that. So
This is my most successful painting job that I've done.
yeah.
A freaking
Nice.
Reaper.
Ah,
You know,
okay.
I even got
Skeleton,
the.
yeah.
I actually got the feathers are blue.
Cool.
I got
Nice.
the band, and then his beneath his rib cage is just a darker. That's the best that I've been able to do. I kind of stopped midway. Well, no, maybe a little bit further midway. I still have to do his skirt.
His skirt, his kilt.
Nice.
It's not a
No,
kill.
it's
It's
a
a
skirt.
chain. It's a chain. It's a the. No, I think that part is supposed to be fur. So
Oh, okay.
Brave New World,
It's-
Dan. Brave New
Okay,
World.
sorry, I reject it. Orcs don't wear skirts.
Brave New World. Orcs can wear skirts.
Or orcs
I
don't
think
wear
that's-
they don't
skirts.
wear kilts either.
They do in 5e.
They're
No,
they're
no, in
ethnic
5e they
now,
wear
so they can-
sombreros.
They wear sombreros.
Yeah, now
Oh,
they
boy.
wear sombreros.
They
and,
do.
Oh,
and
man.
ponchos,
in
and
the art.
sombreros now.
Yeah, somebody just posted a picture of that and talking about orcs in our Discord.
Yeah.
And I've never seen that picture before. And I was just like, oh, what is that? And they're like, that's orcs in 5e. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I think I
They're
posted that.
They're Mexican. Of course, it wouldn't be, 5e if you didn't have this 400-pound lard ass up here on the hill.
Oh boy.
Okay, back. Yep.
That's my sign every time James gets on his his 5e rant.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my internet's working fine now.
I'm so glad. Just adding so much.
I don't know.
Oh, you
I have
silly
another
bastard.
house rule.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
In OSE and BX, you don't start a cleric doesn't start with a spell at level 1. And
Ooh, that's
Rightfully so. Don't
I
tell me.
I give them 1, and then at level 2 they stay with 1. I do.
Mm-mm.
You
I
know,
disagree.
I want to add.
I'm not doing that with my BX campaign.
Now, one thing I will
Oh my
say,
God.
house rules. When I played AD&D for like
Yes, it is
35
Webster.
years and second edition for like 10, I never house ruled in either of those systems. And
Yeah,
I'm
that won't
wondering
happen.
if if me playing BX/OSE has got me missing AD&D or second edition. Because
Yeah.
I like second edition.
I think you should be playing fifth. I don't know the way you're talking.
I
The
I
way
don't
you're
see
talking.
how you could
Max hit
comparing
points.
to
Max hit points at first level. Spells
That
for
was
clerics at
Richard.
first level.
That was Richard. Watch your
no,
mouth.
no,
boy.
I don't give spells for first level if the game doesn't include them.
No, yeah, I'm talking about max hit points. You said that.
Yeah. All right.
Watch your
So-
mouth.
Ryan
Oh,
Nikolai
boy.
did say it's not the actual Monolith games that we were talking about that's going out of business. It's apparently a different one. So
Oh, the monolith board.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
So
Is that the one that did the Taro the Elephant for Conan?
yes, I believe so.
yeah, I think so.
So that was a monolith board.
So you're saying the one that was auctioned at CNY is now going to be a collector's item because they're going out of business?
Yeah, probably.
Possible,
Didn't-
yeah.
Didn't Dave win that?
I don't know who got it. I don't remember.
It wasn't me.
I know I didn't get the freaking puzzle, the Hyborian map puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the
Like
raffle.
29 fucking tickets in that thing, and I realized that it was only $29 to buy it. And I was like, shit. I'm gonna...
It would be funny if we did an inventory before the drawing just to see like if the person that drops in 29 tickets gets it, or the guy that has one got pulled.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was a good time.
Well, we thank you for your support, Rich.
Yeah.
As a staff member of CNYCon,
Uh,
next year going to be senior staff, I believe.
senior staff, yeah.
Senior staff, yeah, definitely
Senior staff.
gonna run some games.
We'll have to get Jeff a press badge or something.
Make him pay like $150 for it. You know why? Because he's gonna walk in when
Oh,
everybody's still
man.
trying to set up and just be in the way. Kidding, Jeff. I
Oh,
love you, buddy.
man. Yeah, fun times. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I see house rule like I don't know. I try and run a game at least like rules is written before I
Yeah,
go
me too.
making changes,
You do.
to it. And I don't know. Like I said before, like I think if you start house ruling too much, you'd probably be looking for a different game.
Well,
You
you
know,
know what
like-
Gary wrote?
Or make your own.
Well, which I just read it in his book again, was that it's a sign that you have not mastered the game if you are still running at rules as written. I mean, he
Sure,
didn't
sure.
exactly say it that way, but he
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
at some point, you should
Yeah.
be modifying the game, and that's a stepping stone to writing your own, which
Yeah.
you believe was the next thing in that succession, and
No, and
so
I'm
on
there.
and so forth.
Yeah, I'm there. I've got like 2.5 systems in the works right now. So,
Nice.
but yeah,
Now I will admit, as far as house rules go, a house rule when I'm planning on running a long-lasting campaign.
Mhm.
But if I'm just running an independent adventure where I know it's got a start and an end, at like level 3
Wow.
or 4 or whatever,
Yeah.
I usually run by the book
Yeah.
on whatever. Like if I'm running
Yeah.
BX or OSE. If I'm running a long-lasting campaign, I usually bring in my house rules to kind of help the characters get a little bit more survivability, because I mean it really sucks when you've got a long story plan and say you give them they earn a level or get a second level or whatever, and you start integrating those characters into the story and then he dies.
Mm.
So I mean I try to help a little, but I don't use enough house rules that really changes the core rules of what I'm using. So that's the way I look at it.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
independent adventure, no, I run it by the book.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you this: if you're running a long campaign, and the group gets up to say like 5th level, right? Just for
Yeah.
an example, and one of those characters dies, what do you do? What level does the new player
one.
come in at?
See, that's what we were going to talk about tomorrow night.
No, we can talk about.
Oh,
it now,
is
though,
it?
'cause
We don't
it's a
have to
good
talk
question.
about it now. Then
No, we can do both.
I mean the
'cause we
right
think
answer is
about it.
1. That's the correct answer, first level. But I mean that's the
Ooh.
correct answer.
Oh,
so.
okay. No, we kung fu fighting on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
otherwise,
I've played in that kind of a
I mean-
campaign, Roger, and it absolutely sucks.
don't play
Yeah,
on my
there-
games, Rich.
there is no
Don't play on my
fun.
long form
No,
games.
now when you bring up, if you've got a level 5 group and a character dies, and you bring that character back in at level 1, what is he doing?
All right,
Dying.
well,
Your
but-
your power
Dying
level
again.
is
Hold the
below
torch.
levels.
well, what's the point of bringing them in at? You can't bring them in at 5th level because
No,
then you
bring them in at
minimize.
4.
Bring them in at
Bring
5th
them in
level.
at 4, one level.
Dan, what do
one
you
level
do?
Yeah,
lower.
one level
Here,
below.
let me hear yours, Dan. What is your rule on that? Let's go around the horn.
Carousing from axe is my rule on that.
Yeah, okay. Where you
Now-
can put some aside and then they
Yeah.
come in at whatever.
So carousing and
Right.
axe, you can just blow gold on on whatever you want. You can flavor it however you want. Cleric donates this to his temple. Fighter spends all night drinking, carousing. No mechanical benefit in game at all. No reputation, no nothing. But you gain 90% of that as an XP bank. Your XP bank can never be higher than the XP your character has. But when you die, you come back with a character at the amount of XP that you've banked.
yeah, and then that
and-
bank disappears.
No, it doesn't.
That
It
bank
stays.
resets to 0. No, it
No, it
stays.
doesn't. It stays.
Mm.
Which I like a lot because getting stuck with a level 1 character when everybody else is level 7 and you're just basically like standing back 40 feet so you don't get blown up by random splash damage is lame.
Well, it's not just that, but your speed level in that level 1.
Well, no, you're not, because raw
No.
in OSE you can only gain 1 level in adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and then
I
you're
would
at
house
1
rule
XP.
that. I would house rule that
I
and
do
get
house
rid of
rule
that,
that because that's dumb.
but he can't help her. That's just no. I don't agree with that.
No. And the thing is that like my particular game master, and this was Castles and Crusades.
Yes, Steve
And-
and I agree.
It's like if you got knocked down, you didn't get any experience points either. So it's like even if you participated in a combat, if you got knocked unconscious, not killed, but knocked unconscious, you gain
Wow.
no experience from the entire session.
Wait,
it
who
was-
did that?
That's what game is that?
No, that was a Castles and Crusades campaign that I played in.
Oh, so that's just a
And-
house rule.
That was just the
That was
way
house
that
rule,
this
okay.
guy, this particular guy did it. My first
Yeah.
character died in the first adventure because they were already 3rd level and we were in a knoll lair, and
God.
2 knolls on my first level fighter lasted about 2 rounds.
I believe they
Alright,
call that the
before I was
Eiffel
just
Tower
butchered.
tactic.
I then came in again with a new character. This time I went with a ranger because I knew I was going to be fighting a lot of crap and I needed the bonuses and everything for a ranger. And that ranger sat at 1st level for something like 10 sessions. All right, twice he got knocked down to 0, got no experience points for the entire session. I was like, this cat, I just could not deal with it.
Yeah.
So I learned right from that point then you do not come in an established campaign with less than just 1 level below the rest of the party. The lowest level party. Or I'll do experience points. Who is the lowest level experience in the party? That's what you start with.
Now,
Yeah,
there is
I can-
another optional way to do this if you want to look at it realistically,
Hmm.
and a lot of DMs do this, is if you're running retainers with your group, as like they actually character classes and race and the whole 9 yards.
Hmm.
If a player's character dies, they can slide in and take over one of the retainers as a
Yeah.
character.
That's pretty
That's
common.
another option that you can use. See,
That's if you have parties that are using henchmen, though. A lot of people
that
don't.
is I usually don't,
Yeah.
but
Well, you should.
it depends on what the player. I don't tell the players they can't use them. It's just most
my-
of the groups
a lot of
that I've
bookkeeping.
run don't use them.
My only issue with I don't think henchmen are a lot of bookkeeping. We can get to that in a second. My thing with like if you got a party of 5th level, players and somebody dies, and then you bring them in as a 4th level, like I think it minimizes what that group and what everybody had to go through to get their characters up to 4th level. Now all of a sudden, if it took you 10 sessions to get a character to 4th level, right, and then now the group is at 5th level. Now all of a sudden you're saying, oh well, these 10 sessions don't matter, and this guy can just be fourth level.
I mean,
So, I mean that's
Well, he
kinda
was
how I
doing
look at
something
it,
during
but-
that time.
But
Well,
you know.
yeah, I mean, I think
You
it
have a
stands to
valid
reason
well, okay.
I'm
that
not-
there's,
I'm
you're not the
saying
only
you're
people that are leveled in the whole world.
Yeah.
So if you're
You know,
level 4 or
yeah.
5, you could attract like a mercenary or someone to your band that would
Sure.
be about the same. I think that's
I
reasonable.
mean, all
Yeah,
the way around.
why would an experienced party want to bring somebody in that they're going to have to babysit?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you need people to carry stuff. That well, and
Well,
my,
I mean, if you're Lord Mattias, you make them walk.
my
in front.
games run I run my games a little different. I usually have, I run like an actual old school game where people have like a collection of
An
PCs.
actual
It's not
old
that
school game.
yeah, actual old school where you, like everybody has a collection
Like a
of like
stable.
PCs and stuff. They have a stable where it's not like now wherever. Well, I mean, more modern games, right, are
Yeah.
all in the way that most people run games nowadays is that you have one character. This is your character. It's your only character in the game, and you just play that character through along this huge story arc thing. And I have some overarching story and all that, but for the most part, I just run
Untrue shell.
where
be playing
whoever
Shadow.
wants to bring
I wanna
whatever
touch
characters
on
they
that.
want to bring in. So if somebody gets bumped down to like, first level because they died and they bring in a first level, then the rest of the group might plan and say, oh, hey, I got my second level dude. And hey, we can go after and look at this goblin warren over here or whatever. We could check that out. And they'll bring in lower levels until they get up,
Yeah, I see what you're
higher
saying.
or whatever and do that. So that's
But-
that's the way I roll. That's why I run. I understand that people disagree with that. Obviously, that's why, games like 5th edition is as popular as it is, right? But
So to Shellback's point here, you could be playing Shadowdark. There are no hirelings, retainers, and henchmen in Shadowdark.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's not that if you're not using them in your game, it's bad. You may have a group of players that just don't want to use them.
Sure.
But in Shadow Dark,
It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not playing OSR as it's meant to be played. I mean, every group is different. The last 2 or 3 games that I've ran, none of those groups they didn't want hirelings and retainers. So, I mean,
It
it just
depends on the group.
all depending on the type of group that you have and how they want to play.
Oh, sure, and run. And I'm a big proponent of run the game that you want to run and play the game that you want to play and have fun doing it. And there's no wrong way. I mean, I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't tell them, hey, y'all really need. It's up to them. It's not my decision to run retainers and hirelings. It's the
Right.
player. If the players
Sure.
want to look for these
Mhm.
guys to join, then I have a system in place
Yeah.
to go and use. So
Yeah,
Right.
Stan's right.
There's-
If you've got a party that's big enough, you don't need
so many
hirelings.
comments coming up here. So,
Yeah.
first of all, Shadow Dark, you do not roll a new hit die for higher levels. So there's less of a difference between a level 4 and a level 1. All right. A level 4 might have 6 more hit points than a level 1. You know what I'm saying? There's not that much of a difference. One of the things
You roll
that
you roll the die. You roll
Yeah,
the
you roll the
die,
die.
the hit die. You just don't add any modifiers to
You,
it.
you don't add your con mod to it. So you can still have like a 10 or 12 hit point difference, but it won't be 20 or 25.
right, yeah, it's not going
Yeah.
to.
It's not going to be
let's
as
see.
big a difference.
What else? Someone else said something that I wanted to chime in on.
Training to level up.
Training to level up in 1E, I think, is kind of one of the things that OSE is missing. It's missing.
I
the
did
full
that.
thing.
Yeah, I did that with my AD&D 1E. Had them paying for training up
Who
until
knows?
they were 9th. Then they're at 9th your title level. You shouldn't have to pay anybody to train you beyond that. You've mastered it yourself.
Yeah, once you hit name level, that I get. And to answer Co-op Waffles, Ducato is Stan, Troll Den Painting. He's awesome.
Yeah,
So
he's
you
pretty
should go
cool.
Check out his channel.
Yes, yes.
And he and
Yeah,
I
check out his
apparently
channel,
agree
his
on basically
painting.
everything. So
Wow.
yeah. Every time I've said something and Roger then takes the other stance, Stan's like in the comments like, no, Roger, you're a dumbass. So I thank you, Stan.
I'm glad we
Appreciate
got
it.
Raj because he don't agree with shit nobody says.
Well,
It's been
I mean-
perfect. I love
Thank
you.
you.
brother.
Thank you. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I do like Arduin's hit point rules. So in Arduin,
Yeah.
your hit points at level
Yeah.
1 are based on your Constitution score,
Right.
And
plus
your class,
like your
I think,
class,
right? Yeah.
plus also your race. So like a level 1 barbarian might have
I'll be right
53
back.
hit points, and then
Yeah, but
a
then you
level
don't get.
20 barbarian might only have 65.
Yeah,
So,
you only get like a couple per level at that point. You
Yeah.
get all of them front loaded, which I'm okay with that. I think that solves some of the OSR hit point issues.
Actually,
so.
Gangbusters BX, which was the retro clone of the original Gangbusters, had a similar optional rule. You just had your Constitution is your hit points, and they never go up.
thank you,
Right.
Matt. I appreciate you, Matt.
Jesus. Guys are all out
Matt's
to
the
get me.
best. Can I pin comments in StreamYard? Like, I'm just going to screenshot this one.
You could pin them, yeah, because you could star them.
Well, no, but like, I mean, like, I want
Pin
this
'em.
one just to be on every stream.
Oh,
ever.
you want it to be on every stream?
But
yeah.
what I'll do is I'll incorporate it into the background.
Yeah,
so
there
that'll
you
be good.
Oh my God.
By the way, James, when you go back to the backstage and then still stand up, we can still see you in your little boxer shorts when you're walking away
Hey,
from your camera.
look here, man.
Silly bastard.
Hey, we all love Ducato, Agile. We
Yeah.
all love Ducato. He's our friend.
Yes.
We all love Agile.
All praise.
We
to
all
All
love
of our
Agile.
friends. He's
Yeah, we all love Agile too.
Rod, there's just it's nothing but love here for everybody, except
Yes,
for
it's
maybe
the-
Chance.
it's the summer of love.
Oh, geez, don't go down that rabbit hole.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Oh, boy.
and on that, I'll have another shot of rum.
oh,
Oh, there you
fantastic!
go.
I'm
There you go.
really glad you're getting liquored up. Fantastic.
Well,
I'm not.
I'm solo tonight. My
That's
wife and my
fine.
daughters are all out at various parties and stuff. So,
Fantastic.
This
I
isn't
am-
a party.
yeah, this is a
This
party.
is a party.
You know,
Yeah,
so
party.
this is why you're going to be a senior staff member at CNY. You have
Yes.
to conduct the Saturday night drink fest after gaming is over.
What do you think, Bloodworth? You gonna come up for? I figure I'll ask you this on air. You gonna come up for game day? We're gonna do game day December 12th.
I
Seeing like one whole day.
probably not, because it's December. Who the hell knows what the weather is doing?
Listen. Let me quote a famous person that we know. It doesn't snow in the Northeast. In
Yes, I
December
know.
or
Yeah,
January.
it doesn't snow in the Northeast. Yeah, so
Definitely not in Philly in January, right?
Definitely.
I
not.
would love to, to be honest.
No,
with
I
you.
get it. It's one
There's
day.
always
It's
a
one day thing.
possibility, but it's like
yeah,
it's 6 hours of driving for 6 hours of play.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
that's,
right.
that's a tough one, dude. It's
yeah.
I'm
I'm going to it.
Dan is flying in, so
You're flying in, all right.
Yep.
I would.
I'll run a
Let's see.
Hyperborea game for you if you come.
I'll crash if I do manage to get out there. I'll see. But yeah,
Love
it's
to
a
have
Saturday, right?
Yeah.
it's Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday.
So
Are you
what I would
doing
have to
two
do
game
is I would
sessions or
have
three?
to see. I don't even know yet if I'm working Fridays yet.
10 to 10. 10 to 10.
So
it's
yeah,
gonna
I
be,
don't
so.
know if I'm working Fridays. I'm hoping to find out sometime next week if I'm working Fridays. That might interfere with some of my other cons.
Stan might
Yeah,
be
yeah.
coming in December.
Yeah,
I will still
he might
take
come
off
down,
for
too.
CNY.
Matt's coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, my
Matt's coming. Yeah.
my wife and I had the discussion. She was like, "Are you going to both of those cons back to back next year?" And she was like, and I was like, I'd like to." She said, "If I made you pick one, which one are you picking?" And without missing a beat, I was like, "CNY, 100%." So
Nice. I appreciate it.
just FYI.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So you beat North Texas. Congratulations. And North Texas
I-
was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
No,
appreciate it.
CNY is rapidly. I mean, other than AutoCon, which is 7 minutes away from me. I'm sorry, Roger.
Yeah.
You'll never compete
No,
with that.
hey, I get it. I get it.
You're never competing
I get
with a
it.
7 minute away.
Yeah.
But 2027, I'm not gonna have. I have to go to Canada for a freaking wedding.
Oof.
In September, so that's gonna suck. So I'm not gonna be at ShireCon in 2027. So instead, I'll be at a Canadian wedding, which Canadian weddings are trash, absolute trash. Canadians don't have any kind of food sense whatsoever.
Really?
Even transplanted Italians, they forget everything they know about fucking cooking.
Wow.
In Canada. Yeah,
Wow.
It's like,
That sounds terrible.
yeah.
Sounds awful.
As a fat guy, I agree. Poutine is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys have
Fantastic.
OSRCon up there too, because I know Stan went to that. That one's in Connecticut, right?
No, that's in Massachusetts
That's
as well.
Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, that's the one
and,
that's
and
in.
that was a one-day
Canaan,
con, and
Canaan,
it was
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
it was a great con, but again, it was like that's 3 hours there, through 6 hours or 4 or 5 hours playing, and then 3 hours home. Those one-day cons just don't justify it.
Yeah.
You know, they're just too
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
to do that.
No, and I get it. And that's why, like, I'm not making this a full convention this is just what we're calling a game day.
You're not
no
making a full
vendors.
convention this year.
Well, this year in December.
Yeah.
It's not, there's
It'll
no
grow.
vendors, no special guests. Like, not, you know what I mean? It's just going to be a day of gaming. I'm gearing it mostly for locals and things like that. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of people that are coming in and all that, and it'll be a blast. But that's what I really want to push.
It's at the same.
locals.
No, it's not at the same place, but you're using the
it's at
same place for rooms or whatnot, or
It's going to be
Not
at the
at all.
pinball hall. It's going to be at the pinball hall. So if you want a room, you can get a room. But I'm not like because it's not at the hotel.
yeah.
So I'm not setting up anything with them.
I thought you said we could all crash at your house, Roger.
if you want to, you can. I mean, there's
And also, Agile, it's actually 22 copies of the 3-book slipcase. They were talking about the Lost Carcosa that's coming out. So that is heinously expensive. It's $200 a
Now,
book.
if you have it in the third week of January, I'll definitely go.
yeah.
Oh, is that one free for you? Oh my
So
god.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see, right? No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, you know, I mean, just a 1-day thing. I think it'll be fun. You know, just gaming, just hang out and game and stuff. Yeah, I mean, if we get 50 people, I think it'll be great. You know,
Right.
so. But that's all. Just hanging out and gaming all day. I can't make it a big convention thing. I mean, I already planned, you know, one of those a year. You know,
Yeah.
and like I still work full time. I'm doing this. I stream, you know, and I'm trying to game more, and you know, so there's just
All you have to do is
Just too much going on.
hit like a $2 million Kickstarter, and then you can retire, and you can do this full time.
that's all I got to do is hit it. Yeah, that's all. That's it. If I could do that,
better
I
make it a
would.
cozy 5e supplement if you want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So.
You
yeah,
see, I don't think a
that's good
5e convention would fly now. I don't think that they could pull one off.
GaryCon basically is.
No, I mean I
Yeah.
know that the Wizard like WotC makes a big presence there now, and like they're a big part of it. But I think if you look at like the game schedules and all that, it's mostly not 5e.
Yeah. If they go that way, they're just going to kill themselves. It's not going to work.
It was like 50% 5e tables last year, guys.
Yeah, that's horrible.
50% that high?
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a shitload of 5e at GaryCon.
No excuses. Garibay has over 14,000 videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, one for each nose hair you can see.
Wait, no,
One for
wait.
each
Each
DoorDash
one
that
of
he's done.
us mentions D&D 5e. Right now, this just became a D&D 5e video.
No,
Even
I'm
that
resetting
makes it a D&D 5e
No,
video
I'm resetting
It's
it.
true.
because you mentioned it.
5e video.
No, I didn't mention shit.
It's
I just
true.
I'm holding up a sign.
It's true.
Well,
This
maybe
is
we'll hit the
definitely a
algorithm
5e
then.
video.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Except it's not. It's a house rule video that we were talking about house rules, but
Yes.
that's okay.
House rules. What are
Um,
those?
Mm.
So
what's
other
up
house
with me
rules.
is all the damn good conventions are 1,000 miles away from me.
Well,
Well-
you're going to GaryCon next year, right?
Yeah, because he's got
Well, you
invited
got
as a guest.
I know.
So I can't not go. I got invited. So,
Whoa. Hey, you're invited to CNY.
huh?
You're invited to
here we
CNY.
go.
You can.
When somebody somebody pays. I mean, when they offer it to me and they pay for my badge and the whole 9 yards, and yeah.
I'll
Dan
pay
will
for
buy
your
your
badges,
badge for
DNY.
CNY.
No, I've like
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
like
There you
40
go.
bucks.
I've said this before. I'm going to try to. This year, I'm not going to be really going to a lot of cons. I got a lot of shit going on around here. Next year, I want to start trying to get out and go into cons. I definitely want to go to Dragon Con next year.
Listen, 75% of the people on this panel go to CNY.
It's true.
Because you live up there.
And how
I
many?
don't.
I do.
No, I drive 3. It takes me 2 hours and 45 minutes to get there.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
It's a
And
12
Dan-
hour and 45-minute drive for me.
Really?
Yeah.
A 3-hour drive? I mean, if I had that problem, well, God.
Well, where
Yeah.
can you go in 3 hours?
Really? That's how
You can't even get out of
You
Florida in
don't
3
even-
hours.
You can't get out of Florida in 3
Roger,
hours.
Oh,
that's,
boy.
I mean, not Roger, Richard, that's not how you complain, homeboy.
No.
You don't complain about, I'm going to drive 3 hours. Really? Really?
5
And
and a
I
half.
understand it when I go to Gary Con, I'm driving. I'm
Dan's
gonna
5 and
rent
a
a
half.
car. And just
I'm
Dan,
probably
how is
gonna
it
drive
5.5? How is it 5.5 for you to get here, but it takes me 6 to get to you?
Well,
Wind.
Dan drives faster.
He has wind behind his wings there.
Got the wind, the wind at his back, I guess. Yeah.
God.
Do you have to make a bunch of stops, Roger? Do you have a little girl bladder?
Jesus. No, we took. It actually took us 9 hours to drive home.
Oh,
the
you're
last
not a
time
you're
because
not a real
we took
man
the
if you don't
scenic.
take a pee bottle.
We took the scenic thing. I can't. I got my wife and daughter in the car.
Tell them to look out the window.
I'm not. No, I'm not. My grandfather used to do that. I'm not doing that.
Don't look out the window a minute. Yeah, there it goes.
My grandfather used to do that. He would do that while he's driving down the road, and then he'd dump it out the window.
No, you put a damn lid back on it and put it in the floorboard.
Yeah, no, he would dump it.
Come
He
on,
would
man.
dump
You
it out
got
the
that like a
window.
redneck and learn how to do
In
this
2028, I want to go to Dave Con. That would be a big,
Yeah.
that would be a big trip for me.
That's in
I
April.
mean, just the opportunity,
Yeah.
because those guys are not going to be around for forever,
No,
stuff.
and to go
Minneapolis.
there and to actually
in April.
sit in a game with Dave Wesley running
cool.
either Braunstein or anything else. Dave McGarry there. I think they run don't lose the ship or
don't give up the ship.
don't give up the ship and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
love to play in that. And
It's
then
fantastic.
He still runs that at Gen Con every year.
and then Robert Kuntz is going there.
Yeah.
First, I mean, he's leaving France to, come to the States and going to Dave Con for that. Frank Metzner will be there again. I mean, that's the place for me to be. So I might make that trip in 28.
Yeah.
We both
Yeah.
clicked the same thing.
Oh, jeez.
It's not that kind of stream.
Oh boy.
That's
This
why I
guy-
keep my hands here. It's like,
It ain't
Yeah.
empty.
and I do have pants on, so it's
Oh,
like,
thank God.
Oh, trust me, I never. Well, anyway,
We know. The Saturday show has seen you in your little boxers when you get up to
Oh,
put your
jeez.
books away.
hey man. At least
What?
I ain't wearing my little tidy, which I don't wear tidy.
yeah, little tidy
The,
whities.
the world does not need that.
Look here, man. Don't hate. Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's
Criticize.
funny.
Criticize.
No, don't stand up. Or if you do,
So,
go into the back room or something.
Uh,
A lot of discussion about the
So
Lost Carcosa set. I also
When
think
we
it's
were,
$1,000.
when I was running CNC,
Yeah.
Castles and Crusades, when we switched over to that, my players made the decision that they wanted no critical hits in the game.
Okay.
So we took criticals out. Now I know there's some systems. Well, I think Dragon Slayer is the only system that I know of that does it, but only players can crit in Dragon Slayer. That's something that I don't. I mean, if it's in Dragon Slayer, I would run it that way, but that's not something I would normally do. So like the crits for CNC, like I just took them out. Like the players didn't want them, so I was like, no crits. I didn't want to make them only one-sided.
Yeah,
Like only players get critical hits or whatever.
I house ruled my crits also.
Yeah.
So they have a
What do you do?
choice. They have a choice in what their crit does. So it's not just like the first die is maximum, and then they can roll a second die. They can knock the opponent down.
Oh, okay.
Where the opponent will
Yeah.
be, or they can get a second attack roll in, and then the second attack roll can explode. And so if they roll another crit, they get another attack or whatever, and they keep on choosing. Their fumbles, they have there's a little bit less choice in the fumbles, but there's more nuance in the fumbles and everything. So
I don't do fumbles.
There's got to be
stopped
something. If they're going to get crits, then there has to be fumbles. The one thing my players asked me not to do was if they're fighting 15 goblins, those goblins can't have 15 chances to crit on them. So I was like, no, your character has to be hit, hindered, or whatever first before a critical hit will crit them if it's a monster that is 3 hit die or less. So basically you don't have to worry about getting mobbed by 27 kobolds with 27 chances of critting you.
See you in a few hours, Matt.
Yeah, so it's just I think a little bit more balanced. It gives them some choice as to what their crit is going to do, and I think it is better than using that crit chart 5 in Castles and Crusades. If you're familiar with that one, they hated that one. They hated that because they were like, "Oh, my teeth are busted out. Now I can't cast spells because I can't."
That's
can't,
awesome.
Say things. I know. I loved I love
stuff.
the
Players don't like it.
Yeah. Players didn't like it. I loved it.
I like the Arduin crit tables.
Stan is raising his.
You can lose an arm or like an eye or something.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good stuff. I love it.
Well, that was the Castles and Crusades option 5. You lose an eye.
Yeah.
You lose your teeth. You could lose a tongue.
It's cool. It's cool stuff. I think I like the idea of using that if you drop if you drop to below 0 and then get revived or like brought back, like you got to roll on that chart to see what what happened.
Yeah, but most of my character, like that's another house rule of mine, is that most player characters die below 0.
Sure.
They're dead.
Well,
they're not dead at 0. They're not dead at if they have no con bonus, they're dead at -1.
I'm running Castles and Crusades, or I'm running Shadow Dark right now for my that's my main home game right now. So you can't go below 0. You only hit 0. You die basically if you go negative, but you get the
Did you get your new? Did you get the? You got the Game Master screen PDF?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's my video tomorrow at 4:00. It's going live at 4:00 tomorrow.
I haven't looked at it. Is it actually useful, or is it like the other one?
Yes, I do a comparison between the two.
No, Shadow Dark.
I do a comparison between the two, but yes, the new one has things that are actually pretty useful.
Because the new one was, or the old one, half of it was useless.
Yeah,
completely. Yeah, completely useless. And the thing is about the. We'll watch my video tomorrow, or look at it. Watch my video tomorrow, and you'll see what I'm pointing out is that you can get a lot of what the new system is, because I think that with the camping mechanic, I think she fixes the problems that go with the traditional West Marches hex crawl thing, where you have to get back to a safe space. Now you can transport your safe space basically with you. And you have to set up a camp. Every player character has options of what they can do in setting up the camp.
That's good stuff.
It's really good stuff. It makes it,
playable,
reasonable on doing that kind of an exploration. It allows you to go further than you used to.
James,
it was like another thing that
hang on a sec. James, do you use critical hits and crit fumbles when you're running BX or OC?
I have.
Okay.
No, I don't do it all the time. It just depends.
Yeah. What does it depend on?
I mean, long-lasting campaign or independent adventure. But when I do use critical hits, I'll do the double damage or
Double
like-
ice rolls.
yeah. I do the I was going to comment on what Richard said earlier about the like on fumbles or critical hits where you're giving it to the monster encounters too. You know, if player character gets his arm cut off or something like that. I mean, you and don't get me wrong, I don't dumb down or baby down, you know, my OSR games. I mean, I think that's what makes them special. Is they're
Then why do you give clerics a spell of 1?
Yeah,
Boom!
really, I agree.
really that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
I think look at here, God, you got see you making shit. Tell you now.
You're gonna get him so turned up, his internet's gonna break again.
Yeah, but
What are you gonna do? You
OSC
gonna get?
But
I'm gonna-
saying, hold on,
I'm gonna get him
wait
so
a minute.
mad. I'm gonna get him so mad he's gonna drive up here in June.
I think
That's the ploy, right?
I think you're gonna have to if you run a crit and fumble system where you go to cutting off body parts and all, you're gonna have to have the right type of group for that. Because
Oh,
have to have one.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to have the right type of group with it. You can't just do that with
Oh yeah.
you know, you pick up 4 or 5 players for a game and then you throw at them, okay, we're going to run this crit and this fumble table.
well,
where
no,
you-
that's a session 0 thing. That's a session 0 thing, right? Like and,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
well, you
where you
if
talk
bring
about,
that up
hey,
in
we're going to do
session
this.
0, half your group may not show up for session 1. So, you know, you
Well,
gotta have the right type of group for
right,
that.
but like when I advertise the game that I'm running, like I
Yeah.
always use the words grim dark. You know what I mean? It's a dark, gritty world, grim dark. Like I use all of those words.
Right.
And so people that show up generally know, oh, okay, this is, you know,
I might get my
Yeah,
fucking
a
head
real-
cut off.
I
a
agree.
gritty world that bad shit's gonna happen. Like,
That's
yeah,
the way you should do it, is do it like
you know.
you-
So it's
you
no
make it-
surprise, like people don't show up and then they're like, "What do you mean you can crit and I could lose my head? I could lose an arm? Oh my god, I quit." I'm like I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're playing those kind of games, you know, then
Yeah, you got to
probably
have
don't
the
want to
right-
be in one of my games.
But
You know?
like I say, if you do it before, like if you're running a roll 20 or a Foundry game, if you know on the front page where you bring in your players, you recruit players off. If you put that in
Yeah.
on the front page and be like, "This is what we're running," then you're only going to have people sign up for that game that are cool with that mechanic.
Or they can't
No,
read. Yeah, absolutely.
or they can't read. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you've got to have the right kind of players, the right type of
Yeah,
players.
you're absolutely right. There's nothing wrong with players that can't read. You just, you know, gotta walk them through it.
Yep.
I disagree. There is something wrong with players that can't read. Their turns will take forever.
Listen, could we go back to getting on this guy for giving clerics spells at first level? 'Cause
Sure.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
If the
We can
system
definitely go back
doesn't
to
give it, then yeah, they shouldn't have it at first.
Why would you give him extra stuff? I mean, you might as well give a fighter a +1 sword at first
Yeah.
level too.
Yes.
He forgets I have admin powers on yours. I can just can I boot it? Can I boot it?
Don't you be
listen.
booting, Roger.
If you gotta boot me, I will gladly take one for the team. But if you strike me down, I will only become stronger.
Yeah.
How many systems?
He'll
How
become
many
the-
systems have zero
Okay,
zero
Obi-Wan
spells
to
for first
Roger.
level?
It's any of the old school stuff.
Any
Rich,
of
like
the BX
any
style
of
stuff
the
for
real
the most part.
old. Yeah, anything that's like based on BX. Even some of those have.
Some of
probably
them will
half
have
of
the-
those
We'll
have
have
like
the wisdom
first level
modifier
thing.
Yeah, a wisdom modifier will give you a
Yeah.
+1
Yeah.
first level spell.
So
Second
I'd
level
say
spell, even
probably-
third level spell if it's high enough.
Probably
Yeah.
about half.
I would say probably just under half of the BX clones,
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
and then that's about it. But that's a lot of systems too, though,
Yeah.
because that's probably the most cloned system out there.
Oh, I don't even think it's probably. I think it's definitely the most cloned
Ooh,
system.
BX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
By a country.
So, I
Everybody
mean-
claims that their framework is BX.
Yeah. So anybody that does, I'd say a good
works.
50% of those don't give out spells at first level to their cleric, which I'm fine with. But you know, I mean, I know that some people disagree.
Dragon Slayer
you
has
know.
first level cleric spells just straight up in the book.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
yeah,
people
sure.
put out
Oh,
max
a
hit
lot
points
of
at level
people
1. I'm not,
AT&D does.
Yeah, AD&D does. I wonder
Yeah.
if the new version of OSE will.
Yeah, I don't
Dolmenwood
know.
does not for clerics, but it does for friars.
They didn't mention it in
No.
the update notes and stuff on the
See, there's a good point though, Dan. That's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Like separating clerics and friars, I think that's the reason that they do it. Because a cleric is not just a spellcaster.
Right.
They're an armored holy warrior.
Yes.
Right. And so that's why they don't need a spell at first level. Then they have to prove themselves to their god and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas like somebody like a friar, like doesn't have like the fighting ability or whatever. They're just dedicated to the church. So I could see giving them a spell because they're just a spellcaster.
Yep. I
They're
agree.
not a martial fighter. So I could see giving it to them at first level.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Friars also wind up getting more spells than clerics at max level as well.
Sure. Yeah, it's because the chart is shifted.
Right.
I give magic users read magic for free.
What system has friars in it? Is it Dolmenwood?
Dolmenwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
back
Read
level
magic
fire.
for free. That's probably fine.
Yeah,
Rich.
because
I mean they
how could they have
Otherwise
learned
they
their
gotta-
first level spells if they
Yeah,
can't read magic?
that
It's
one
like-
actually kind of makes sense to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's like
well,
that
it's
and
easy.
and
Somebody
I
read it to
stole
them.
one of Decato's homebrews for Rangers, where in Castles and Crusades the Rangers' primary is a wisdom because all of their secondary abilities are wisdom
Yes.
instead of strength.
They did that because they wanted to make it so that there was because it was a fighter subclass and they needed it to otherwise it wouldn't be an equal number of things that had
But all
you know,
of their tracking
each
and all of
stat.
that stuff is wisdom based.
Yeah.
I know, I agree with you. I
Yeah.
agree with that 100%. Yeah.
Rangers should be a Constitution Wisdom primary class.
Sure. If you're using a ranger class and just,
Yeah.
just don't call them fighters, but
Right. Yeah, like an actual ranger.
that's a different debate.
So yeah, we'd have to get Jason on for that one. He has
Oh my god.
strong
stop it.
ranger opinions.
Yeah, you
What?
get him on for the Ranger show.
Absolutely.
Get him on for the Ranger show.
I want to play in his all ranger game at CNY next year.
An all
I think
ranger
he's-
game?
All
I think
Rangers.
he's planning on using One Ring for that.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
would do like an AD&D clone, you could do one ranger from like every compatible system.
Yeah.
Like, you're the AD&D ranger, you're the second edition ranger, that would be fun.
That's
It'd
cool.
be different.
Yeah. But I think he's planning on using the One
The
Ring.
worst
for that,
ranger will be
so
the 5e ranger. It's like
we'll
completely
see. Yeah.
nerfed,
But-
right?
Yeah, Shadow says read magic, detect magic, and write and identify should all be abilities and not spells. Definitely agree.
Not
with
detect
read
magic, but read magic, yes.
So detect
agree.
magic is actually a magician ability in Dolmenwood. It's a D6
Yeah.
skill, which I actually like. I'm also fine with identify being a D6 skill as long as you have the caveat of if you fail, you can't identify that item.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rangers
okay.
go Power Ranger.
Right? You get one shot, one opportunity. Unless you level up, then you can do it again.
Yeah, I'm for that too. All of Jason's Rangers should be a different color and they should be named as such.
Mhm.
You have the Green Ranger and the Pink Ranger and
The White Ranger and the Yellow Ranger and the Blue
Actually-
and the Red Ranger.
actually
Here we
hopefully you'll
go.
never see this. Hopefully you'll never see this, but I'm going to see if I can get people to walk by the table and be like, "I want to play the Pink Ranger."
I mean, do you have clips enabled on your channel?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I guess
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out.
Do I? What do you mean?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or we
Clips
can clip it
enabled,
to
I
make
don't
a short to send to
we can,
Jason.
yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Rangers
clip it.
deserve their 2d8 at first level. I
You
agree.
can do clips in
Oh.
StreamYard too now.
Thanks, Ryan. I don't know
Yeah.
shit about fuck, dude. Like, I just set this up 3 days ago.
Go
Okay.
into your library and go to that video, and then it's got all the options down at the bottom.
His read magic is ready.
I mean that if you save that stream, you have to save the stream first.
Got Eminem
Yeah,
mad over
if
here.
a cleric
I
doesn't
was
get
waiting on
a
somebody
first
to
level
break-
spell,
I
I'd
said,
also
yep.
I also give clerics at least one bless from right from the start.
One bless.
Yeah, one bless right
Man,
from the
you guys
start.
are nice.
Doesn't count as a spell slot.
Wow.
No kidding.
Well,
Wow.
they're a representative of the deity. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? It's like, how can you represent the deity? You can't even bless something in the name
They
of
have
the
to
deity.
prove
Makes no sense.
themselves. They have to prove themselves worthy of carrying the deity's power, which
Yes,
is why
they're-
they don't
they're-
get it at first
If,
level.
you know where I get that from? I got that from Majestic Fantasy, where not only that, but they get a +2 saving throw to all command, mind control, and whatever. And the rationale behind that was that they are
Agreed, yes.
the mouthpiece, the voice of their deity. Why would their deity allow their voice on the material plane to be affected by such things? So
Well, because they're not officially the voice yet. They're still
Yeah.
in training. They have to prove themselves
Yeah, they're
by
still
going
like
on
an
that
acolyte.
first quest.
yeah,
And then
Right.
once they go on that first quest and they prove themselves, then they get all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they don't get it at first level.
they
Yeah, I
proved
agree.
themselves going from 0 to 1.
No, they
No, they didn't.
didn't. No.
No.
I'm 100% with Roger on this one.
Yeah. Wow. I can't
Yeah.
believe that. But yeah.
Why? Roger is correct.
Let's see.
Because
Don't
usually
encourage you.
we're opposed.
Also, I like that
Yeah.
Chance just straight up has art from Anthropophagy of Zambala as his profile pic. That's pretty great. Hyperborean Rangers are great. I agree. They're otherworldly monster hunters and killers, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So there's also a
Yeah,
hunter class or huntsman
Oh.
class in Hyperborea. So there's actually two different things, which is cool. Huntsmen are the ones that can like.
I'm just
tame
going to yell
animals.
downstairs. Hold on.
Okay. Just communicating with his wife in the way that married people do, which is yelling across the house. I love it.
Shut up, bitch.
Hopefully not. That's why you're single.
Okay. No, my younger daughter just
well,
came
wait.
home, so
Dan is correct about Roger being correct. Thank you, Shellback. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm glad this meme lives on. It's important.
Yeah. Did she Stan's other comment?
Which one? Roger is correct.
Words we never thought would be uttered.
would be uttered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan is right about Roger being right, and about the commentary associated with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually am.
Yeah. I mean, you can think that, but yeah, Ryan. If you're gonna play Hyperborea in a one shot, and there's a Conan, and legally distinct Conan there,
Mhm.
yeah, you got to roll with it, man. Or play a Warlock, because Warlock is the best class, or Berserker, or Purloiner, or Legerdemainus.
Purloiner's pretty cool.
You did an awesome
Or
job with
shaman.
your smoke spell.
Yeah, oh man, that was great. I love that spell. It's so good.
But you did get shot in the ass.
I did get shot in the ass through the smoke.
You did get
Because first roll of 20.
Let me cast the smoke spell because I just got shot in the ass.
Right off the rip. He's like, you guys are running through the woods, getting chased by a bunch of bandits, and they roll nat 20 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan, right in the ass. I'm like, fuck. That's how my game with Rich started. So that was fun.
Nice.
But no, I mean, I
times.
think letting magic users, magicians, wizards read magic is just, I don't know. It just makes logical sense to me.
How did
I
they
do
get? How did they learn their first level spells? How did they write them into?
Right.
If they can't read magic,
Yeah,
it's like which came first? The chicken or the egg?
yeah, I agree.
Well, the egg came first, but I mean, I have proof. But that's,
Do you?
It's a different discussion. Well, I mean, if you know anything about how the world works, then evolution and all that, then the egg had to come first. The egg came out of something that was
Not a chicken.
quite a chicken. Was not a chicken. It was genetically close to being a chicken, and it
There was a
spawned
genetic
forth an
aberration that
egg
became the chicken.
that had a genetic deficiency,
eventually
which was a chicken.
Achieved its perfect form, which is the
Yeah.
buffalo wing. So
So yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
the egg came first.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense.
I mean, that's
Read
Agreed,
Magic should
Stan.
be a class A. Yep, that's what I make it. I make it a
Yep.
class
Yeah,
ability.
yeah.
I do too.
yeah.
That's why I like D6 skills, or more appropriately, D12 skills.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that that he went with D12 instead of using the D6. I don't know if it was just because the D12 doesn't get as much love, and or if he just wanted to broaden the the range a little bit.
I did ask
But,
him about that on one of the many streams I weaseled
Yeah.
my way onto. It was to give class skills an identity with the D12.
Yeah.
And also because it's an underused die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
The
I like
D8's
that
not
you can-
used that often either. I mean, I've only come across
yeah.
I think 2 systems that are D8 based. One's like a pirate system.
D8 based.
Yeah.
I used to play a ton of 7th C in college and like those AEG
Yeah,
games. Were those D8 or were those D10? It's been a long time.
Oof. I thought those were D10, but I could be wrong.
I think they are. It's been a really long time. So a lot of AEG L5R and a lot of AEG 7C first edition in college, which were great. D12 is the best die. I agree. It's the perfect dodecahedron. It's the perfect platonic solid.
Well, I mean, I agree with that, but I don't know if it's the best die. But
What's the best die?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm partial to the D20.
Why?
I really enjoy it.
At least it's
I think it's big enough where it has enough options on it, but it's not too many. It has a decent enough variation. Like we don't need percentile. Mac just a percentile. Like we don't
Agreed.
need percentile because it's too much. So like you could just divide all those numbers by 5 and just use the D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
everything's
completely.
fine.
That's why
So
Dragon
I
Bane's
like
so
that.
great.
And
Yeah.
I think if you try and reduce it for the most part, like anything like further down than that, and you're getting too granular with it, and then a +1 means like too much. Like a +1 being 5%, I think is perfect because you can hand those out like candy, and it really doesn't break the game. Whereas like a
D30,
+1
yes.
on a D12 is is a lot more.
Let's get our
What's that,
Sochi
like
dice
8
out and start.
like 8.5% or something. So like it's just I just like the granularity of the D20. I think it's just a perfect
Well, the fact that it's only
medium there.
8 1/3% on a D12 is actually
Yeah.
why I like it better than D6 because you can add situational modifiers and make it less swingy. Yeah.
Right, and that's basically my argument for the D20 is it. But
Yeah,
and it's
that's
a nice number. You could do the math. Shadow says percentile is the most accurate though. I mean, yeah, but we
But
don't.
how
need that
accurate do you need to
accuracy.
be? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We don't need that kind of granularity
Right.
when you're playing.
If
a
you're
game.
playing a game and you have a 67 in shooting or a 68
like, what's the difference?
in shooting or a 69 in shooting, nice.
You're right. It doesn't matter. Right.
Yeah.
It's right. It's
Right.
close enough. Like that could all be, roll whatever, roll yeah. I lost it. Roll like a 5 or better or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
I used to take out targets at 175 meters by skipping the round off the dirt right in front of the target and taking the target out with it. I was like, it still counted.
Yeah.
So
That was the one range where I could not, for the life of me, really get that thing down.
what was the range?
Great at 300 meter.
Yeah.
300 meter hit center chest every time. But that 175, it was like, yeah, at least the rock skipping up is the difference between rolling a 47 or a 50, right? It's like still took it out.
I agree, Stan. Dragon Bane is great. We should play more Dragon Bane, like everybody collectively. We gotta get James to try something that's not BX OSE.
I'm waiting for
I'm good with it.
That's fair.
the stuff to come out, the Trudvang stuff.
Yeah, that'll
And
be
then I'll
good.
probably run Dragon Bane.
Yeah, Dragon Man. I'd like to play it. So
Yeah.
when
I wanna
you
play
go
it
to,
first.
have you not played it, Rich?
No, I've never played it. I have it, but I've
Okay.
never played it.
Oh, I should like run it for you guys. It's so good.
Yeah,
James,
I've
when you
never
go
played
to
it.
GaryCon, are you going to try some new games?
Probably.
Good. Do you have anything in mind in particular you want to try?
That's cheating, right?
It just depends on what's being ran.
Everything's being ran.
Everything gets ran. 50% of it's 5e. Just ignore that 50%.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to run any 5e, but I mean, it just depends on what's on the. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what's going to get run. But I mean, I'll sign up for yours for sure.
Yeah. I'll run Hyperborea. Shock and awe, I know.
Yeah, I've never played Hyperborea.
What?
I've never played it.
Just
Oh
ran
my
it.
God.
Oh no! I'm sorry, not Hyperborea. I played in Jeff Chelanian's Hyperborea, twice.
I was about to just start running rats
Yeah,
the
yeah, I've
wall.
never
Really up some
played-
characters.
I've never played. Has anybody run Castles and Crusades for me? I don't think I've ever played Castles and Crusades. I've only run it.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever played in anybody's Castles and Crusades game.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's because
Agile's
I'm
just
just a forever
roasting your
game
ass.
master.
Agile,
but I
you're-
just
you're
don't
on
get
a
a chance
tear.
to play anything.
Yeah. Forever GM.
Yeah, I'm a forever GM.
Damn,
You got to
Agile's
go to
on
more
here.
cons.
I have to go to more cons. I go to 5 cons a year.
Well, then
And I'm
more
always
games.
running. It's like
fair.
that's the problem. I go when I run.
Well, I like what you said you do when you go to a con. The
Now
day
I'm
you get
splitting
there, you
it. Yes,
play.
I'm splitting it
Yeah.
50-50 now.
Yeah. There are games other than BX. Yes, Mr. Chubby Funster.
Yes.
Is
There
there?
are a few.
Yeah, the Shadow Rim.
Yeah.
I'd really like to learn the One Ring. That seems
Yeah.
like a fun system.
Me too. That was actually on our list. Mine and Stan's list.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason says.
I'm a big Middle Earth fan. I'm a super fan. So
Yeah.
and you say that the One Ring really brings out the Middle Earth.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't run it, haven't played it.
I'd like to find a game on like Roll20 that takes in brand new players to the tour system and get in it. It's hard to find them because it's not really a popular system that gets run.
Well, hopefully you don't go to GaryCon and play in the same One Ring game that I played in a couple years ago.
There was a really bad One Ring game at EggCon too this year. And it was funny because I think it was actually the only One Ring game on the schedule. And Paul mentioned it was terrible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Paul said it was bad. Yeah, I've said this before on other streams for Gramps over here, but we played in a game. We were all hobbits. We're all hobbits, and the GM like completely ignored the whole food situation and like just hobbits being hobbits, and completely hand waved all the travel. And then was like completely amazed that we got through the adventure in like an hour and a half. Like skip through like all the
If
important
you
stuff.
skip through half the damn adventure, you're going to
Yeah.
get through it in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And that just, And you don't
He
never
was just
know.
like, yeah, you guys just get there. You're there. And I was like, wait, what about rolling for travel stuff and all that? He's like, no. We're skipping all that.
What
we're
about
skipping the
lunch?
travel?
Second
And
breakfast.
then I'm like, and then we were all hobbits. And I'm like, well, what time is it when we get there? He's like, 1. And I was like, dude, we missed 11sies and lunch. And then the rest of the group was like, yeah, I'm hungry. We can eat. And he was like, oh, yeah. You guys find some food. And then we move on. And you guys get to the place. And like, he just wanted to just keep going. And it was, but the group wanted to, ham up the whole Hobbit thing,
Yeah.
But
That's
he
the
just
fun
didn't
of
want to
it.
do it. And then we finished, like I said, in like an hour and a half. And he was like, wow, we got through that really quick. I don't know why. And I was like, yeah, you skipped like 90% of what's
Yeah.
fun about the Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I get it.
So-
You're trying to run something at a con, and it's a tourney adventure, But
Yeah.
still, I mean, if you're going to run something, let it drag out and have a long, let it run most of the day. You don't have to try
Yeah.
to cram 15 adventures in one day by cutting out 90% of the adventure. I
Yeah.
hate that. I don't like. Somebody who was that made somebody made a video about that where it was type fast traveling, how it kills the game.
Somebody, somebody did do a
Joe,
video
that was Joe the
recently
lawyer.
about.
That was Joe the lawyer.
Yeah, that's who
Yeah.
it was, Joe the lawyer, and I agree with that. It kills the game. I mean,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
I
doing a
don't
point
get
crawl,
that.
yeah.
I mean, that's why we
Yeah.
have wandering monsters, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I watched a live play from back on Nerdarchy, with one of our favorite GMs that doesn't run a game for fun, and he was teleporting those characters the players' characters all over the place that they never knew where the hell they were at. They were like, wait, what? We were still on the ship 2 seconds ago. Now all of a sudden we're in this tavern. All right, 2 seconds later. We're in this other place. They had no idea where they were going. They were just hopping all over the place.
yeah, not a fan of that at all.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hex crawling and
All
point
the
crawling
faces
are
of
important.
I mean, that's the chance. That's what happens.
Did
when
anybody
you
run
go
the
in
one?
group.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
you don't know what kind of DM or GM you're going to get. You have to roll the dice and see. I mean,
It depends. You can start to recognize names. Like
Yeah.
when I was at GaryCon, I signed up for a Swords and Wizardry game that Jim Stanton was running
Mhm.
because I recognized that he had written some adventures for Frog God Games for Swords and
Right.
Wizardry.
Yeah.
So, but like a lot of people will have their screen name or their handle on tabletop events will be like, Righteous Slayer XX69420 or whatever. Like I don't know who the hell.
Yeah, and
it
it's like, who the frig is that? Yeah.
I mean,
Roger,
yeah,
did-
if you get the pre-plan and figure out, you see people running games, well, sign up for that guy's game because I know him.
Yes, it is, Greg.
Yeah, and
But
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
talking about random games, like getting on Roll20 and saying,
Oh yeah.
hey, there's a such and such game. You don't know what you're getting into, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Rich,
I got
you
to
were
run
going to
real
ask me
quick.
something? Or...
Listen, Roger,
Yeah,
did you
hi.
ever compile a list of the games that were run at CNY?
That's a good question.
No, I thought you did that. Oh, no, you did the GMs.
I compiled the
You
list
did
of
the
who
GMs.
ran games and how many hours they spent running games.
You did that.
But not the game systems themselves. I don't know if that list you gave me included what they were running. I don't think it
I think
did.
I
don't believe so,
It may
no.
have just been the GM list.
Yeah, it was just a GM list.
I think I can export the game list, the
Yeah.
schedule.
yeah, because that would be,
schedule with the games
it'd
on it
be
and
interesting
stuff.
to see,
Yeah.
how much
Playoff
of
grid.
each one was run and everything. Because that's
Jimmy,
something I've tried to compile before as well.
Yeah. Needs to be something called CNY-CYA. What,
Yeah,
I
because
don't,
Cover your
I
ass.
know who
Cover
was
your
running
ass.
Oh, cover your
Pendragon at
ass.
CNY.
who was running Pendragon?
Yeah, wasn't that what's her name? Tiffany Rose.
Somebody was running Pendragon?
Yes, I believe
Oh,
so.
I know she was running RuneScape. She was running RuneScape.
Oh, she was running RuneScape.
RuneScape, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't running because I know she just runs Chaosium.
She
Hi,
does run
OGG.
Chaosium, yeah. She's like an official
Yeah.
I forget what they call the people that run
I
games
think the next
officially.
CNY I go to, I'm not running anything. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
The
I
next
might just run
CNY?
one game and
Wow.
that's it. I'll run Hyperborea and then just one session and then everything else. I just want to play new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear
How
you.
many
wanna be in
games
an
can I run as
Ardway.
staff
not
next year,
I'll run
Roger?
anything.
I want to play in one of Dan's Hyperborea games. Roger, if you're running something, Ducato, I want to play in one of Ducato's games because I think he said he
I
was going to
considered
run
running
something.
something, yeah.
Roger owes
I
us.
considered.
Roger owes us Blacklight i6. I still want to play that.
I do, yeah.
What was the most played
I can
game
do
at
that.
CNY? Like in terms of system?
I don't know.
5e.
No.
No, there was. I don't think there was any
Dude.
5e.
Honestly,
No.
I wouldn't
I
be
don't think there was
surprised if it
either.
was a drop ship. They basically ran a game every slot. Either drop
Oh,
ship
could have
or-
been
They were doing
Dropship,
both.
yeah,
they were
'cause
doing
ran a lot.
Dropship and Horde Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Todd and Nate were just like
Let's see.
banging those games out.
Yeah. They were.
Yeah. I know. It's definitely, this is a transgression that must be remedied, possibly at CNY Game Day after hours.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right,
the con will be
I'll do
over.
that. I'll run it. I'll run it in a session, in a slot, or whatever at game day.
Nice.
I'll run Blacklight and I6.
There a
Hell
question on them, all them up north in the Yankee country.
Mhm.
Do you see a lot of these at these cons up there? Do you see a lot of any, or do you see any? You're not going to see a lot, but do you see any D6 Star Wars?
You do at Gary Con.
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
some here and
I'll
there. I've
probably jump
played
all
in
over
some.
that.
Yeah, I'd have to look at some of the bigger cons.
I've never
MEPA-
played. I've always ran D6 Star Wars. I would
MEPA
love to play.
in April and November, there's usually a guy there that runs D6 Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's not
I've
bad.
always
so.
wanted to actually play. I've never got to play in a D6 Star Wars game.
Once that co-op, his Dolmenwood game isn't streamed, but on Chubby's channel, he's doing like some videos about Dolmenwood, like how to run it, how to run the factions, and I'm sure it'll be some of the stupid things that we get up to. We'll make some cameos in those videos. So sorry,
Yes,
just wanted to answer the chat.
Facts.
Yeah, D6 Star Wars is the best Star Wars. I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh boy.
Oh, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be
Look,
Roger if he didn't
look,
have to jump in.
all right.
with
What other Star
right,
Wars is
listen.
better?
Native Nazi.
I've run Star Wars with the Fantasy Flight system. I think it's okay. It has a lot of issues. I'm not saying it's the best. My issue with the D6, and I've gone through this with Jason a lot, and it only happens at higher levels or whatever, but there ends up being this thing where you end up rolling, like especially with the Jedi when they spend the Force points or whatever, you're rolling like 20 D6s, and people can't add up like the numbers. It's just it gets ridiculous. It gets just way out of hand. So so I'm not a big fan of that. So I'll run like D20 stuff, not the D20 Star Wars. But I'll run.
But now, in fairness, to add what you just said, none of my D6 Star Wars games has gotten that.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I
So
just
I
think
never
like
run into that.
adding up three
Yeah,
or
I have to
four.
run.
Have a good night,
Adding
Rich.
up
Thanks for coming,
3
buddy.
or 4 D6s. Thanks,
wrap
Rich.
up here in a
Thanks for
couple
coming.
Have a great one. Yep, I gotta go put cars in the garage because none of the women in my family can park a car in the garage without
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
something. So
Rich,
Where you
I'm
from?
gonna send you. I'm gonna export the CSV and I'll send it to you for the events.
okay, yeah, I'll
from
compile
CNY.
that list so that goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't get talked about or anything like that. I'll do that. Not a problem. No, I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have
Rich.
fun, Rich.
You have a good one, everyone. Take care.
I'll add to what
So-
you just said about the high level thing. Any
So-
system that you run, when you get high levels, it just kind of gets a
No,
little
absolutely
bit out of
right. The system falls apart. I agree 100%.
any
But
system.
it's a different problem. It's a different problem because with the D6 system,
Agreed, OGG.
once you're rolling more than say 5 D6 at a time, there's an issue where people get progressively slower in adding those numbers up, and like
Well,
it's exponential. And like
yes.
you could say, yeah, players can't add and they're stupid, and just put the 6s and 4s together and like do that, and then it's like easy. Or if you're the GM, you call it out. But like, and if it takes somebody 10 seconds to do 5d6, it's going to take them 20 seconds to do 6, and then and it just forget it.
I
You're
will
done.
throw in something on top of what you just said too.
Yeah.
Once you gain enough experience to where your skills raised up to where you're around anywhere from 5 to 7D, right? In space combat. I mean, at a certain stage of mid-level gaming in D6 Star Wars. I mean, when you're in ship-to-ship combat with the shields and all, I mean, you're just automatically going to hit because your dice rolls are going to be so high. So it kind of takes the chance factor out of it. So I can see that too. But luckily, I haven't run anything that high to where I'm starting to run into a problem.
I don't think rolling 5 or 6 dice is unheard of. And then if you get a Jedi in there that throws a force point and they're rolling 10 dice.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just it's unfeasible for somebody to add up 10 dice in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah. For
I
instance,
don't run into that much because all my D6 Star Wars games has all been run on Roll20. So I mean, it does it for you.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem.
Well, right. So that's the thing, right? If you're doing that, then yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I was using Star Adventurer. It's one of Pundit's.
That's a good movie, Sam.
It's like Lion and Dragon, but with but in space. He sort of made a Star Wars with the serial numbers filed off. So I ran that, and I thought it's okay.
Yeah.
And it worked. But there is a new version of D6. Somebody got like the license from West End Games or whoever owns the license and did make a D6 second edition. It's Gallant Games, I think, and they did put it on Kickstarter. They're like a year behind, but supposedly it's coming soon.
I run just pure first edition D6.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean, I got the book. I got the second edition book.
I've got all the second and the re-up and all that on the shelf behind me. It's just I prefer first edition D6 with the source book.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's just my preference.
Yeah.
And I don't have any house rules in that either. So,
okay, no house rules. All right.
No house rules at all, huh?
Oh, wait, no, I just lied. I do use the Lando rule.
Take it easy, Chubby.
I use the Lando rule.
Later, Chubby.
You know what that
Lando rule. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Lando rule.
It's like once per actual game, one adventure, you can use the Lando rule where if you need to get to a certain place or get some info that you don't know who to go to get it, someone can invoke the Lando rule and like, I know a guy.
Okay.
All right.
So I do use that as a house
I'd
rule.
never heard of that.
I've seen that somewhere online and I was like, I like that. And so I
also co-op. I saw you ask about West End D6 Star Wars and Earth Dawn. Earth Dawn was done by FASA, not by West End.
It is Waffles. You can Google up D6 Holocron, and it has a download page where it has everything. Yeah. And then I
actually still have my West End D6 fantasy books. Those are good too.
And you can D6 Holocron Wiki, which has all. I mean, that's your go-to thing for stats on anything. So, God, now
Planet of the Apes. The Planet of the Apes. I'm interested in that. At first, I wasn't, but then I realized that the books are really cool. They got super rounded corners, and all the art and everything. It's all about the old movies, none of the new stuff. So that really turns me on to it, and I'm
really glad we know what turns you on. It's exciting.
So yeah, well, me and monkeys.
Yeah.
No, it's got the corners are like super rounded.
Okay.
It's cool, and it's got all the old.
That almost looks like you dropped the book a couple times. The art is cool.
Yeah, but all the pages are like that too. The pages have like the super rounded.
Oh no shit. Okay.
So
yeah,
but yeah, it's cool. It's good stuff. So
all right.
I don't know. I'd like to run that at some point too, but we'll see.
Yeah, where did that come in on your top 10 or top 20 list?
Oh, like probably like 25 or so. I mean,
okay.
it's pretty far down.
All right. Well, it was a fun discussion for the evening. James or Roger, you got anything else you want to add?
No, James is wrong about pretty much everything. I mean, other than that,
he's going to be a good addition to the Friday nights. I can already see that.
Oh, gee.
But,
boy.
I like how you call us Yankees, by the way.
We are.
It's true. It's true. We are.
Well, we got me and Dan will be.
Dan and I. Yep.
I'll be smoking a cigar in my garage tomorrow with you, yes, sir.
Grumpy old Grognards for Saturday night or Saturday evening.
Well, thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll get invited back. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it.
That's gonna happen.
We just having fun with you. You good, man?
Me and my Nightbot, comes along apparently.
Yeah. Oh, but Nightbot raises a good point. Go like and subscribe and hit
all
up
these
our
damn
channel.
Nightbots. My Nightbot's running. His Nightbot's running.
I don't have a Nightbot because no one's in my chat. So I think Wibbs is in my chat, and that's about it. Hi, Wibbs. Wibbs is in my chat.
Shows you got
Wibbs,
4 in yours. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, I broke 150 subs today, boys.
Hey,
congrats!
Yeah, you still got 4.
You're doing great. I think I'm at like 270 or something. 270 something.
I gained like 25 when Jeff Talanian made the Hyperborea newsletter, and he was like, "Hey, look, they're playing Anthropology of Symbolic. Go look at Dan's channel."
That's
Got
awesome.
Like 25 in a day.
That's awesome.
So
Sweet.
obviously, what I need to do is just get more creators of game companies newsletters to pimp my channel for me.
You got to get them to pimp your channel. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, it's 271. That must be what I'm at. Yeah, 271.
Cool.
So, yeah.
But,
Yeah, good stuff.
my next video is on actually character creation, so that should be coming out on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
It was supposed to come out this week, but work was not cooperating, and my house is loud. And every time I started recording, you'd hear a baby yell, or my wife stomp around, or start vacuuming, or so I gotta do it at like 11 o'clock when everybody's asleep.
Nice.
But-
Yeah, good times.
So, all right, well, thank you all for hanging out with us. It was a lovely time. House rules are fun. I'm not sure who's right or wrong, James or Roger, but it was enjoyable, and I hope Rich is able to move his cars into the garage without much trouble.
I got my internet fixed too, so
You did. I'm very proud of you. I'm really glad you figured out how to use internet.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did that a half an hour into the show instead of a half hour before the show. That was
that was
really
really
great.
good.
Yeah, well,
It's a good time.
shit, you know.
So
I didn't
All
know
right.
I had an issue because I run a speed test. Everything was maxed, but obviously I had a problem.
Yeah,
But it
well,
fixed when I
Yeah.
rebooted my modem. So
well, that's
Hey,
good. I'm
Stan,
glad it fixed. And
you
I
said
think
I was right that
is-
time.
I think that is a
Roger's always
beautiful
wrong.
comment to finish it up on. So have a great night, everybody. We will catch you
Appreciate
all.
everybody. Thank y'all. Check us out tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grumpy
Yep.
Old Grognards, episode 1.
And Roger on Tuesday.
And me on
Roger,
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Of
Please,
course,
guys.
it's gonna
Lord
be welcome
Mattias is
and
coming on.
everything, so.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
We're going to talk about horror.
Oh snap!
Horror
Okay, that'll
and
be a good one.
gaming. Yeah.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Good night, all.